Every man who carried this object died screaming, their deaths unexplained till today. This is the untold story of the Benin Bronzes, and what followed them home. The great city of Benin burned in February of 1897. By the time British troops left the royal palace, they had taken thousands of bronze objects. What history never explains is why so many of the men who carried them did not live long enough to enjoy the victory. The bronzes would cross an ocean. They would enter museums. They would be sold at auctions. And everywhere they went, the same pattern followed. Madness, violence, unexplainable death. The British called it the Benin Punitive Expedition. Altars were smashed, shrines dismantled, sacred bronze heads, some still coated with ritual oil, were stacked like cargo. Captain John Walker supervised part of the removal. He paused before touching one bronze head. Its mouth was slightly open, as if interrupted. He took it anyway. What was removed that day was not finished being used. The bronzes were loaded onto the steamship SS Queen. Below deck, sailors complained of a smell.
Captain, there is a strange smell here.
On the fourth night, the tapping began. Not loud, not frantic, measured. Tap, tap, tap. Able seaman Jack Hale was sent to investigate. Hours later, he was found dead near the stairwell. His eyes were gouged, both torn out by his own hands.
His eyes, they're
There were
gone.
no screams
Get the
reported
captain,
that night.
now!
And whatever had been tapping stopped. The captain logged the death as madness. He did not log what the sailors said next. That the bronzes were no longer facing the same direction. That blood dripped from their mouths. Sailor Thomas Collins kept a private journal. His final entry read, "The mouths are wider. They are smiling now. They do not like the dark." 2 mornings later, Collins stepped calmly into the Atlantic. Witnesses said he smiled as he fell. The hold was sealed, but the deaths were not. When the SS Queen docked in London, 3 sailors were already dead. No investigation. The bronzes were auctioned through Stephen's auction rooms. History marked the journey complete, but it was not. Captain John Walker attended a private viewing in Chelsea. Late that night, neighbors heard screaming. Soon, police found Walker dead before the bronze head he had taken from the altar. His throat was torn open, yet no weapon was found. The coroner ruled it suicide. When Sir James Rawdon bought 3 plaques, his servants quit within weeks, claiming the bronzes whispered at night. Rawdon was later found drowned in his bathtub, eyes open, face contorted. Another collector, Benjamin Denby, tried to destroy a bronze head. The floor shattered. The bronze did not. Denby died in an asylum asking one question again and again.
Why are they smiling with blood in their mouths?
At the British Museum, a night guard filed a report.
Bronze head was smiling, with blood pouring from their mouths. What in God's name?
By morning, it was gone.
No,
The
this
guard
can't be
resigned.
real.
Security footage showed nothing, except reflections that did not match the room. Oral histories from Benin never changed. The bronzes were not art. They were anchors, each bound to royal ancestors, each maintained by ritual. When the altars were destroyed, the bond followed the object. The guardians were not taken. They traveled. Decades later, one institution quietly returned a single bronze head to Benin. No announcement, no explanation. The disturbances in that building stopped. Elsewhere, they continued. The pattern broke only when the object went home. Today, hundreds of Benin bronzes remain scattered across Europe. Visitors admire them. But late at night, guards still report the same haunting sound sailors once heard at sea. Metallic, slow, patient. Some objects were never meant to travel. They remember who stole them, and they are still waiting. Subscribe to the Circle of Lore. More tales are waiting in the dark.